Namaskar, dosto. Welcome back in another episode of Secrets of Astrology podcast. And as you know that we are talking to Shri Sunder Balakrishnan sir. And as in last episode, we have asked him many things and he has given multi-dimensional approach towards astrology. And definitely now we are going to talk on the basic thing, which is the scheme in the books. As we know that Jyotish is part of the Ved and Vedas Shruti. And later on, these things came into the form of print. Maybe there are going to be some mistake or at what source we are getting all those books. So there are many things. But what we respect that grammar has to be unanimously, we can say, has to be quite similar. But their logical interpretation or the paradigm before their observation can be different. Deshkal Paristhiti, which we can say. But again, when we see these core books, especially when we see the Brahmir's Braj Jatak and later on his son Orasar, his son's book is voluminous. And if you see the scheme of the chapter also, so you will see a difference. Like the mathematical, we can say inductions were there. Same is with Sarvat, Chintamani, or Jatak Pariyat. So we respect all these steps. But sir, I will like to ask you that if we are following any of the core book and we are trying to interpret those things through our logics. But as we know that any book is based on its scheme, which is mostly dictated by its chapters, then the topic and subtopic. And that is your development or transformation journey through any book. But sir, schemes are very different. I'm not speaking about BPHS here because we have many versions and we know that it was duty of priestly class and rulers that who compiled that distorted knowledge. We know that we were several times invaded and especially on the knowledge center also. But if the grammar is same and the texts are in different manner, the schemes are different. Why it is so, sir?
See, I'll tell you, these transcripts and this kind of old knowledge which was there in writing, it was in writing only few years ago. Earlier, it was handed down by way of word of mouth, okay, and it was written down. See, it's like this. I am telling you something, okay? Those days there was no writing material. So somewhere down the line, what had happened is, depending upon your memory, you could have written something, or something would have got lost. Okay, that is what has really happened in the field of astrology or any field of literature, whatever that you can call. So, what is important is when you follow these books, first and the foremost thing is, since I am teaching in Bhavans here, say for example, Aries sign. Okay, I only tell them don't read any books. What is Aries? Don't read any books. Read simple. What are the qualities of a ram as an animal? Just read that, okay, and just read. There are three nakshatras which are there, okay, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika,
Kritika.
and read these three nakshatras, and you will have all knowledge, even much better than what is written in the book. Am I correct?
Yeah, true.
You don't have to read the book. Okay, this is basically what I'm teaching in Bharat. Okay, so what is important is if you just follow the book and follow the shlokas there, you will not end anywhere. Apply the qualities of the ram, apply the qualities of the ketu, and also you should also know the mythological stories about each and every nakshatras. Like for example, Kritika nakshatra. Kritika is scissors. It is scissor, no?
Yeah,
Okay. And Ashwini is what? Horse.
horse. Twin.
Twins. Okay. if you remember horse and the twins, okay, and they are celestial doctors, Ashwini Kumaras.
Yes.
If you remember these two, name, just remember the qualities of a horse. Qualities of a horse. You have all the qualities, everything that is mentioned for Ashwini, you will get. So all those people who are driving will fall into that. Who are sportsmen will fall into that. Who are doctors will fall into that. Okay. Who are shoemakers will fall into that. Why shoemaker? Because वो हॉर्स को पैर में वो मारते हैं ना, उसको बोलते हैं ना हॉर्स शू.
Yeah, horseshoe.
They will fall into that.
Yeah.
Okay. And horse will not listen to anybody. Horse will listen to only his master. And horse will do the work only for the others. It will not do for others. It will not do
Soldier.
for himself.
Soldier.
Okay. Okay. Horse is what who is running fast. Okay. ये सब है. Horse is not stable. एक जगह में खड़े रहेंगे तो पैर को मारते रहेंगे, पूंछ को हिलाते रहेंगे, ऐसे रहेंगे. ये सब stable नहीं रहते. This is the basic thing that you have to learn.
Yeah.
Have I explained this?
Yeah.
Simple, no?
Yeah. I can correlate that.
Like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I can correlate that rishis were drashta. So now I can visualize that what you are telling about. So,
Absolutely.
so friends, this is a small clue that if you want to develop your intellect and your memory, your spiritual memory, we can say, then you have to visualize things like this only, because words cannot mean many things. Because
Yeah.
as sir told about horse, you can have many properties of qualities of horse which you can correlate, and you can then understand very we can say fast about all these texts. So I think that was very appropriate answer for me as well for the upcoming youth in the field of astrology, sir. So now it is time to ask you for another question, but we are going to deal in another episode. But that is related to triggering points or sensitive points at the transit, which is of course in the Tajika system or Paryaya Nadi, are various things which we are dealing as Ashtak Varga and so many things. But as we know that if you do not based only on Dasha, transits are going to do miraculous things, and that is the thing because you are strict to the Panchanga also, and you are following the sky regularly. So, sir, stay with us, and we are going to ask this question in next episode. Stay tuned with us, friends.